In this lecture, we'll take a look at how to execute commands on Linux servers from Python scripts using SSH and Paramiko. I have a Linux VM that's running in VirtualBox. The network interface of the VM is in bridged mode, so it has access to the same LAN as the Windows recording machine, where the Python scripts are executed. Before returning to Python, I want to check the network connection between the Linux VM and the Windows host where the Python scripts will be run. This is the Linux IP address, and I'll ping it. And ping is working. And SSH. SSH is working as well. If something isn't working properly, you have to troubleshoot the problem and fix it. First, check that the correct IP is configured on Linux by running ifconfig, and second, that the SSH daemon is running and listening on port 22. You can check this by executing sudo systemctl status SSH. The SSH daemon is active and running. Let's return to our Python script. We connect to Linux machines the same way as to any other networking devices. I'm just changing the IP address and the credentials. So instead of router, there's the name Linux. The IP address. The username Yuan and the password pass123. It's a simple test password. In this simple example, I'll just display all user accounts. On Linux, the accounts are saved in /etc password, so I'm gonna display the file contents. cat /etc pa/sswd. This is the file. Don't forget the call to time.sleep to be sure that it has enough time to finish executing the command. And I'm executing the script. And we see the contents of the file. These are the Linux accounts. Very nice. Let's move on and see how to execute a command as root. To start the command as root, you write sudo before the command name, like this. Shell.send and the command sudo cat /etc shadow and \n. This is another important system file where the hashes of the user's passwords are saved. I'm also adding a call to time.sleep to be sure that it has enough time. When executing a command with sudo, it will be asking for the user's password. For example, sudo cat etc shadow. It's prompting for the password. So I'm sending the password as any other command after the sudo command. So shell send and the user's password asked by sudo. pass123 \n. And the call to time.sleep. I'm running the script. Perfect. This is the contents of etc shadow. You've just seen how to automate the configuration of a Linux operating system. In this example, we had only one Linux machine. But if we had the task to add a user or to update a program On 100 Linux servers, all we have to do is to create a list with all servers, iterate over the list using a for loop, and execute the necessary commands on each server in the list. I'll show you many more examples in the next lectures.